Hello, I'm back playing another game from Steam, and this time it's Best Day Ever. Now this is a story-based, choice-based kind of game where you get to play as 4 different characters and affect the outcome of their lives with the choices you make. So we're gonna just click on in here, click anywhere, and what am I looking at? Team Rerolled, that's the devs. Thank you for playing Best Day Ever. In this demo, you can play the beginning of Emma Nadger's story. In the full game, you'll discover 4 characters and 4 complete stories, all linked by very special events. Enjoy the game. So I'm playing as Emma. My pretty face, sweetheart? Who does my boss think he is? Seriously, I'm a manager, not his wife. Hashtag Best Day Ever. Hashtag call him out. I get it. Best day ever. Sarcasm. This is a really cool interface. This is another thing I like about a lot of indie devs. They have a tendency to think beyond the core game more than I think AAA developers. Like, not a lot of AAA developers think about interesting and innovative ways to play with the menu, you know, with how you interact with settings, how you actually start the game, choose chapters, etc. But a lot of indie devs do. So this already makes me like this. So we're gonna play as Emma, and I'm using my controller. Emma, can I see you for 5 minutes? I have an important task for you. The day is off to a great start, but when the boss of the bosses summons you, you have to join him. All right, so I've got 150 bucks. I've got, I'm guessing, is that stamina? I don't know. Commercialize the crock chalk. That's my objectif. How do I just, I can't go anywhere else, I guess. Oh, I see, and that consumes stamina. Fine. Join the CEO. Close the door, please. Uh-oh. As you know, our major investors are visiting us on Thursday. Okay. I've also decided to invite Frank Opinion, the likely future mayor of Waters. All right. On this occasion, I'd like to prepare a presentation of our new product to make a good effect in front of these distinguished guests. Do you feel up to it? You know, I always feel up to whatever task I am given, but I do like to know why. So here's my question. Why me, sir? As a manager of the entire research and development branch, you're well suited for this mission. The businessman gives his instructions and grievances to Emma, allowing her to better understand his expectations. The morning has already slipped through our fingers, so I won't keep you here any longer, sweetheart. With these words, the CEO goes back to his files. Sweetheart? Seriously? Emma adds this qualifier to her long list, regretting that it is becoming a habit. Morale, -1. Wait, is that moral? She has only 2 days to finalize a presentation of Craker's new product, the Crock Chalk. It's a big challenge. Wow, I got a lot to do. All important appointments are recorded in the app on the phone. It's possible to take a look at them at any time, but the mobile notifies an automatic reminder if an action is not to be missed. All right, right now it's Tuesday. All right. So that's 4:18 in visitors. I was gonna say in visitors to vest it. Jesus, investors visit. Okay, so I've got 2 days. All right, so where can I go now? There's an arcade bar, my house, the park, the cinema, and the shopping mall. All right, let's go to the shopping mall. Herbal detox tea. I mean, detoxing is nonsense, and I don't like energy drinks because I don't consume caffeine, so I guess I'm gonna go with the herbal tea. Ne rien acheter et partir. So what is that, don't buy it and leave? All right, so now I have some stuff in my inventory. Let's go to the cinema. Let's have some me time. Anyway, on the huge entrances of this new complex, there are many posters of movies. The doors are closed, and for good reason. A sign indicates the cinema will reopen this Saturday after a week of closure. So it's Tuesday now. I'll check it out Saturday. That'll be my Saturday treat. What's happening at the park? Oh, yeah, let's take a walk. Emma tries to clear her mind by breathing the healthy air of Water's largest green space. This little walk was refreshing. Ah, see, I got my morale back. Just from communing with nature and getting away from the disgusting boss. Let's gather the team. Emma decides to gather her team together to explain this new objective and, by the same occasion, to relieve herself of some tasks by entrusting them to her colleagues. It's a bit tight timing, isn't it? I mean, you can say that. Doesn't make it true, though, Michael. The team is unconvinced, but they're still listening carefully to Emma's indications. So we're dividing up the various tasks. What would you like us to focus on? Listen, I like to do the visual stuff, so you guys deal with the financial projections. When would you like us to have that all prepared? Well, this is due Thursday, so give it to me by tomorrow night, guys. No need to kill yourselves. Well then, let's get to work, everybody. Right. Emma thus relieves herself of some of the tasks that are entrusted to her. However, she must not forget to check and validate the work of her team in due time. All right, I can do that. Let's seek some inspiration for the visual elements here. Despite the deadlines imposed by her management, Emma takes the time to put her ideas forward. After a while, she feels much more motivated and has a better visualization of the next steps she needs to take to finish her work. Cool. All right, it's nighttime. Go to bed. On tiptoe, Emma crosses her living room and heads slowly towards her bedroom. Mademoiselle Nadger, I'm gonna just pronounce it like Badger. Back so early? Do you have a valid excuse? Please, I'm tired. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I had to watch the new episode of Game of Thrones all by myself. You can't do that to me, Emma dear. Well, more seriously, you're killing yourself. I know. I care about my roommate. If you burn out, who's gonna be cooking on weekends, huh? Not to mention the financial worries that will emerge. No, definitely it's a bad plan. Bad, 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 bad. Luckily, your longtime buddy has the solution. You stay dressed and we both go out and take our minds off us. I'm too tired. Let me sleep. Shh, shh. I don't want to hear anything. Kate takes Emma by the hand, determined to spend part of the night in town. I don't like you. If I say I'm tired, I'm tired. At the counter of the Abracadab bar, which is cute, the two friends talk about their working day. And there she turns to me and says, that was my salad. It was just sitting there in the fridge. I wasn't going to mind. Speaking of salad, have you tossed any recently? Have you heard from Isabel recently? I haven't heard anything since she got a new job. No news. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna call her. Apparently not embarrassed to call her friend so late, Kate dials the number and waits. Hello, Isa. It's Kate. It's been a while. Are you okay? You must... I know it's a little late. Yes. Yes. Well, actually, I'm with Emma. We were thinking about you. Wouldn't you like to join us? Complicated schedules. Oh, I can understand that. Yes. All right. I'll see you then. Well, take a rest then. See? Yes, I would avoid calling so late in the future. I'll see you soon, I hope. Kate hangs up and resumes her discussion with Emma. She's too busy with her work. You two should learn to let go. Kate, you should learn to be less intrusive and have your own life. You're a grown-ass woman. If I were you, I would have thrown it all away by now. Who does your boss think he is? He can keep his sexist adjectives for himself. You know, you should think about a fresh start. Do I love my job? Let's pretend that she's one of the, negative 1% of Americans who legit loves their job. In any case, you should give it serious thought. Not only are you being exploited, but on top of that, excuse me, but it's getting on my nerves. Worry about yourself, Kate. What do you do all fucking day? You were home when I got there. Your new product here. Can't use your position to spoil it a bit? Let it fall on him. To get revenge a little. Well, you know the deal. In the real world, people don't act like this, Kate. Unless they're psycho. Are you psycho, Kate? Because you're acting like it. Like you're really pushing up on me and I don't appreciate it. Also, fix your pants. I know. It's probably a bit excessive. I may have overdone a bit on the drinking. The two friends are laughing. The hours pass by and Emma's night will be very short. Too short to recover from her fatigue, for sure. I don't like the fact that I didn't get to choose. Wednesday. All right. Difficult for Emma to be in top shape after such a short night. I only got 2 energy. Curse you, Kate. When she wakes up, can we really talk about awakening since for the moment she can only open one eye? Emma discovers a note on the table accompanied by a drink. For my dear roommate, in case you've gone soft. Emma gets back the energy drink that Kate left her. She'll be able to drink it if she runs out of energy today. Okay, well, nothing better than a mobile application to manage your inventory. Got it. All right, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go to my inventory. I'm gonna have some herbal detox. Efficiently cleans up after evenings. After a few moments, Emma feels less tired. Perfect. Let's also get some coffee, because that's the thing people do, right? Let's take a coffee break. Emma sits down for a few moments in front of the coffee machine to lower the pressure. Oh, I thought you would actually also drink coffee, but fine. Advance the presentation. At her desk, Emma's thinking about where to go with her presentation to investors. All right, let's take care of the visual elements. Given the deadlines, perhaps Emma needs to put pressure on herself to speed up her work. Inspiration to the max! Emma's presentation is beginning to take shape, but there's still a lot of work to do between now and Thursday. All right. Let's keep working. Between two tasks, Emma crosses the open space to retrieve a file from a colleague. On her way back, she observes a screen of Francis, the marketing team manager, from the corner of her eye. The sports results webpage. Really? Seems that not everyone has the same workload at Quaker. Just continue, all right? Don't mind other people's business. That's a big gripe I have with my current job, is everybody's always minding my fucking business. Mind your own. Emma prefers not to interrupt Francis, obviously on a very urgent matter. Okay. So let's advance the presentation. Let's take all of my time. All right. So let's look at the nutritional information. We haven't thought about that yet. Motivation to move forward quickly. Emma, you're just in time. The team's finished what you asked for. Great, Michael. Your time frame was reasonable. I think the results should be good enough for you. Thank you so much, Mikes. The manager retrieves a document and peels it to check its quality. Indeed, this research is of good quality and satisfies Emma. Oh, I don't want to talk to Kate. Kate is an obnoxious person that I would not be friends with. I guess I gotta go to the store and get more of this crap. Let's advance the presentation. Nutritional information. Yeah. All right, finally, the presentation is complete. What a relief. Nice. Let's work at home. Oh, there we go. That's what I want to do. Emma's decided to bring some work home with her and is getting ready for a sleepless night. What should she be working on? Let's do the financial projections. Finally, it's complete. What a relief. All that's left is to rest for the few remaining hours before a new day's work. Cool. Emma, don't get discouraged. But it's already finished. Okay, let's just go. Let's go. It's time to go. Right. In the large conference room, many investors are already seated and ready to discover their future source of income. Okay. In the midst of his financial partners, I was assuming that all of those objectives were tied to the presentation, but they weren't. In the midst of his financial partners, the CEO of Quaker is reveling in this moment, organized to give a positive boost to his food empire. Suddenly, a newcomer enters the room. Franco Pinion! What a pleasure to see you among us. We'll be able to begin. My good old Lionel, thank you. The famous politician is there. Emma starts to get seriously stressed. Emma's going to show us a preview of our new product, straight from the creative geniuses of her team. Emma, it's up to you. All right, let's start. A little louder, sweetheart. Excuse me. Come on, Lionel. Don't do that shit. As a guest smile, Emma takes this new qualifier as well as she can. Oh, my morale, though. Rather badly, actually. She starts to boil, but she tries by all means to refocus on her presentation. All right. Thank you, Emma. I think that was very clear. Acclaimed by applause, Emma thanks the attention of her ephemeral audience. The investors begin to exchange on these new elements. The CEO makes a sweeping hand gesture, signaling to the manager that she may dispose. If another denigrating sign was needed to conclude, Emma is served. She gathers her things and leaves the conference room. With the door closed, Emma lets half of her documents slip out. Stay silent, okay? Take your rage out later in the day. Here, let me help you pick it up. Thanks, Michael. You're very sweet. Emma remains mute and, with Michael's help, gathers her briefcase. I see. You need to be alone for a moment. I'm slipping away, but come see me if you want to talk about it. Cheer up, Emma. Oh, thanks, Mike. The fact is that as professional as she may be, Emma no longer seems to be able to get past these daily incidents that affect her personally. I know the feeling, Emma. She thinks back to the words of her friend Kate, to that silly story of sabotage. At that very moment, the idea no longer seems so silly to her. Well, it should, because it's still dumb. It's still a very bad thing to do. Emma shakes her head and slaps her face a few times to chase away these thoughts. Thinking, Emma goes back to her office. Let's talk to Michael. Hopefully Michael's not a snitch, though. Hopefully I'm not going to be like, Mike, I just feel so stressed sometimes, and our boss, he says things to me that are really sexist and make me feel like shit, and Mike's going to be like, yeah, I know, and then just goes behind my back and is like, I don't think you should give her that promotion after all. I think she talks a lot behind your back, just saying. Michael's a good colleague, efficient in his work. He also listens to his peers. Although Emma is not especially close to him, she knows she can speak to him if she feels the need. Oh, okay, good. So he is a good guy. Has Doe been acting up again? Have you figured it out? You'd have to be pretty damn blind to miss it. I want you to know that I support you, Emma. I know how much these kinds of harmless remarks aren't, especially when they're repeated. Thank you, Michael. Listen to me. I know it's not easy to deal with all this, but I also know that you shouldn't give in to anger or react badly. It'll hurt you. Just be yourself. Keep being blameless. Let's all make the best cookies together, and when we're well on our way, we'll consider taking it all up to human resources. Oh, is that what crock chalk is? They're cookies? You're right, I'll do it that way. Emma decides to take her colleague's advice. When the crock chalk reaches satisfactory quality, Michael will surely come back to her about human resources. Maybe he will. Because even like the best coworkers you have, like it takes a very special coworker to say, I'm going to have your back when like shit goes down, you know, like when it comes to human resources, when like upper management gets involved. Because there are a lot of people who will support you because they know that you're right. But that's very different from supporting you if they also have to actually sit there and verbally communicate to management and to HR that, you know, yes, these things are happening to her. Yes, you know, our boss is being inappropriate, whatever. Can I see you for 5 minutes? After a long second of silence, the imposing CEO sits in the corner of his desk and sighs. I spotted several imperfections in your presentation. How can I put it? Don't get me wrong, it was good work, but you know the company's policy of excellence. We can always do better. In any case, none of our guests made any remarks, so we can consider that you've accomplished your mission. In short, I didn't bring you here for that, but to give you new objectives. I now have a commercialization date to communicate to the teams. The crock chalk will be in stores starting on May 13th. You already figured it out. Everything has to be finalized by then. Product development, packaging, consumer tests. The next few weeks are going to be very busy. I'm sure you can't wait to get to work, so I'm freezing you up. Motivate your team and make me the best cookies in the world. Emma isn't sure that she's that impatient. However, she'll need to set up a business meeting first thing tomorrow morning to plan for the coming weeks. All right, that was very strange, that conversation. It's like he starts off by saying, listen, I noticed that some things weren't that great in your presentation, but also it was fine, and that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just very, very weird. Okay, let's take a little coffee break before going home. Yeah. This in the description should kind of mention that this is also like a time management game. I love these though. I love time management games. Here comes my champion again, so how'd it go? It could have been worse. Emma recounts her day and of course her boss's remarks. What the hell, Emma? What the absolute hell? I know, sucks. Have you thought about my idea? Stop insisting. You are so obnoxious. No, silly, boo, you understood me very well. What I mean is that you must do something about it one way or another. Suddenly a thud comes from Kate's room. Well, I have to go. My match is getting impatient. Match? No, it's... forget it. Good night, Emma. Starting tomorrow, Emma and her team need to get to blah, 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 blah. The quality of the cookies, blah. To relax or check in, Emma can now call Kate during the day. Well, I don't want to do that. I deserve to just sleep, you know? No work at home. Come on, guys. We gotta talk about stuff. At the dawn of the huge task that awaits the crock chalk development team, the various managers decide to gather everyone together. Here's a tool that will allow us to judge the quality of our cookies as it develops. I'll let you discover it for yourselves, but you should know that the nutritional and consumer rating indicators are very important. About working hours, we're entering the last phase of product development, so as usual, your badges will give you access to the building even on weekends. But let's not see this as an incentive to work overtime. You know what? Do your best, everyone, but don't overdo it. Emma prefers to remain neutral about schedules. Well, that wasn't me trying to remain neutral so much as me just being, I don't know. I do have a moderate temperament, so I guess if you want to call it neutral, fine. Our biggest task will be to perfect the crock chalk recipe, organize tastings, and gather the opinions of consumers from partner stores. We'll also organize a brainstorm on Monday. All right, work out a few details. For the time being, I propose to consider this matter further. Whole team spent several hours discussing the sharing of tasks. Okay. Lawrence shared the crock chalk quality objectives. Emma's free of her actions. She can decide to make the best cookies or the worst. But beware. Following this little inner voice that only seeks chaos can lead to serious consequences. Emma knows that the wisest thing to do is try her best for Kraker's sake. Well, I just would try my best for my sake. Like, fuck the company. You just don't want to put yourself in a position where whatever legitimate, like, valid gripes you have are now going to be dismissed because you did something crazy, like intentionally sabotaging the company. Cookies with a good chocolate taste, crispy and melting at the same time. That sounds tasty. We've got 8 additives, a little protein, some fats, some salt. All right, let's listen to the consumer. I had a sneak preview of these cookies. They're so good and roll me back in my childhood. They're a bit too sweet. If you want my judgment, that's a no. Ooh, all right. So you might want to take the sugar down. Yeah, 32 grams of sugar. Not that you guys care, but the 2 things in my life I try to consume as little of as possible is sugar and salt. And that's 32 grams of sugar is too rich for my blood. So how do I do stuff? Oh, okay. I work on the recipe. All right. Although it's not her primary task, Emma can influence choices regarding the recipe. Nevertheless, she must be careful not to make too many suggestions for changes, or she may be blamed for acting on levers that are not within her area of expertise. Oh, I see. All right, well, let's change the sugar. There's been a complaint that it's a little bit sweet, so we're just gonna remove some, please. Emma successfully completed all the procedures to update the crock chuck recipe. Oh, quality improved, cool. Stephanie, a colleague, turns to Emma and shows her about 30 pictures of her cats. Look how cute they are. I mean, I don't want to, make you mad, but I really do need you to focus on your work. Sorry for wanting to share my passion. Cats aren't a fucking passion, man. They're just your emotional freaking crutch. A fine professional reminder. Emma asserted her authority and put things back in order. Listen, as somebody who has been a manager for many years, you sometimes have to put your foot down. If people like you enough, if you have a good personality, if you're very friendly, kind, respectful, and decent, etc., they will never be bothered by the times that you actually do say, listen, we got to take this seriously and do this. Because they recognize that you're just doing your job and they care enough about you to not want you to get in trouble for failing your team and not want you to get in trouble because of them not doing their work, It's really only when you're a manager that people just don't like, that whenever you get very stern and stuff, then it just kind of adds to the pile. Then they're like, fuck, go away, I hate you. But I've never been like that, guys. All of my employees have always loved me. Emma notices the arrival of her wage. Oh, hell yeah, 220 dead. Peppa. I'm gonna go buy some things. Let's go shopping real quick. I like some food. I mean, is that too much to ask? Can I eat? Also, it's Friday. I'm gonna work very hard because the cinema opens Saturday and I'm definitely going. Oh, I can have dinner. Yeah, let's have dinner, man. I need food. Emma takes advantage of this meal to regain her strength. Cool. And let's work a little bit. Oh, I can't work past 9, I guess. But I can work at home. All right, at the risk of fatigue. That's fine. It's fine. It's a new day. Because I'm at full energy. Emma, you heard the news? Not really. The cinema reopens today. Do you realize? It's being too long. A whole week without a good movie to watch. Yeah. Kate, I really don't want you coming with me. I like you. You're very upbeat. You've got great camel toe. I just don't like you. We're gonna go, I'm a matinee person, right? I don't want to play the arcade. I'm gonna go see a damn movie. If I'm going with a big group of friends, then I'll go to the movies at night because then it's kind of a social experience. Because we usually won't just do that. We'll do that and then we'll go somewhere to eat. When I'm going by myself, I always go to matinee because there's hardly ever anybody there. It's cheaper. And it also makes me feel like it's my own private movie theater, sometimes I'm in there completely by myself and I'm like, yes, this is the life, says I, talking about the before times. That's not anything I've done within the last 2 years, but that's what I would do. Anyway, Emma can find inspiration to improve or not by watching some movies. Let's watch a romantic movie so we can feel all romantic and sexuals about the chocolate cookies. By focusing on the love of humans, I may develop some insight into the love of food. It's wonderful. These lovers were so fusional. Literally nothing could separate them. Emma got an idea out of this. Great. Share your idea. Yeah, let's do that. Are you sure the chocolate won't melt and stick if we remove the individual packages? So that's what I got? The idea to let things fuse together? Yeah, you're right. Better not to. Let's work. Work normally. This time we're gonna watch an animated movie. That Mick the Rat is still so great. Okay, what is the new idea I got? I don't know. Let's go to sleep. Hey Emma, did you sleep well? Ready to go voting? Still in her pajamas, Emma responds with a yawn. Kate seems too energetic. Vote? Honey, we're in the middle of an election for the new mayor. Wake up. Oh yeah, that's right. Indeed, Emma has vaguely heard about it, but she's so absorbed in her work that she hasn't taken any interest in the candidates. I don't want to go with you. I have something else to do. No, you're not going to let your sad friend stand in line for hours. It's decided. You're coming with me. You're way too excited for a simple ballot. Excuse me. I will be on Kate's side in this one. You can never be too excited to have your voice heard by casting a fucking vote. Me? But not at all. Emma senses the confusion, but she executes. Okay. Let's execute then. At the polling station, many citizens are already there and a long waiting line is formed. Kate is tense and frequently looks at the clock on her phone. Is everything okay? Yes. Kate, I don't trust anything about you. It's finally Emma's turn to choose which ballot to put in the ballot box. She recognizes almost no name. Her vote will not be very representative. I'm not gonna vote for Frank Opinion just because he's popular. He did kind of nudge my boss when he called me sweetheart and was sort of like, come on, guy. Yeah. So, he does get points for that. But you know what? Let's just do something I would not do in real life and mindlessly vote for a lady. She confidently places the piece of paper, blah blah doo blah blah dee blah. She is not really surprised when she sees her roommate surrounded by several friends. Oh my, Emma, oh boy, Mike and Brian, what a surprise, what are you doing here? The act is badly played, and Emma immediately understands her scheming. It's been weeks since Kate has been improvising Cupid for her friend. She's been playing Cupid, not improvising it. But I haven't said anything yet. No thanks, not interested. Come on, come and have lunch with us. I've got other plans. And you, do not remain planted there. Use your charms. Try to convince her. Come share a plate of spaghetti with us, Emma. No. At what point did you think that was a good catchphrase, Brian? What a badger. Well, I'll let it go. The opportunity is too good. Emma quickly greets the merry band and runs away. Although she doesn't intend to do anything wrong, Kate doesn't realize that her friend's priorities are quite different from her own. A boyfriend now. Emma doesn't even think about it. Devs, maybe don't improve the localization, because I kind of like how weird it sounds. It's Sunday. You know what? Let's put in some extra hours. No, let's surf the net. Let's see if there's anything cool I can learn. Emma's surfing from one site to another when Kate appears. Even at home, you spend your time on the computer. You should get a little more exercise, girl. What are you implying? Let's just say, well, never mind. Hey, I won't let you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start a drama. Well, I'll leave you to it. I have an errand to run. Yes, that's it. See you later, honey. All right. Search for a fitness pro. No, we're not doing that. Don't allow other people to body shame you into changing your behavior. After an intense surfing on the web, Emma gathers enough information to develop a personalized training program. All it's left to do is to follow these instructions. And lucky as she is, Emma lives right next door to a lovely public park. Okay, so let's go. Oh, I mean, that's cool that it did open up some options, but wait. Can I call Michael? I don't know. Let's try to lower the saturated fats. Okay. Great. All right, let's go brainstorm, guys. Team meeting is eventful. For the design of the package, we'll go around the table to hear everyone's suggestions. We'll start with you, Iris.
I've been working on several tracks over the last few weeks, and I've...
God of cookies! Make sure she doesn't show us something candy pink once again. The audience is laughing. Embarrassed, Iris tries her best to continue. Dude, don't be a dick.
I'll show you my mock-up. It'll be easier.
I'm sorry, Iris. On the giant screen, several research boards with a final result that is pleasing to the eye. Simple, elegant, and showing off the crock chalk well. It's very good work, Iris. Ooh, if Emma supports the proposal, we can consider the idea validated. Thanks to Emma's intervention, Iris's design is unanimously validated by the team. Iris, however, struggled to hide her irritation with Francis's interventions. Emma should make sure that everything goes well after the meeting. I will definitely talk to Iris. I'd like to remind you that as part of our advertising campaign in partnership with a large shopping mall, we have an event confirmed this Saturday. Aww. We need to reinforce our teams on site. Some of you volunteers? What will it consist of? A bit of organization, maybe a contact with a few potential customers, nothing much. But paid 3 times as much, I imagine. I'll talk to the direction. Well then, any volunteers? You know what, let's volunteer, sure. I'll get some more feedback into my product, you know? Excellent. At least I know you're competent enough to not worry all weekend. Did I read that wrong? I don't care. A good thing done. Let's move on. Before releasing you, I will give the floor to Kathy from the finance department. As for the budget allocated to advertising this new product, my team has agreed on the amount of 10 million. I see. So if I had more talkie points, I could choose the other things. Let's acquiesce to her. Fine. I have no other choice. The budget seems huge. I'm certain it will lead to success. Well, I think we've made good progress today, and I thank you for your presence and your ideas. I thank you for thanking me. Oh, I also just realized that there's colored dots on the side. So the salt, I'm guessing because it's fully green, means it's good. We gotta lower the calories, too. TV ad is so funny. All right. After Frances' various humoristic remarks against Iris, Emma wants to make sure that her motivation morale not too impacted. Are you all right, Iris? Iris's frowning eyebrows and her silence confirms the fears of the manager.
It's going to be all right. You're lucky. You're not in the same open space as him. He's a real kingpin of gross humor, fashionable 30 years ago. Frankly, I can't take it anymore. I'm having an allergic reaction at the mere sight of him.
Try to get away from it all.
Easy for you to say. You don't have to put up with his nonsense all day long. But you're right. It shouldn't affect me that much. After all, even my dog makes me laugh more than Frances.
What? We giggle. I don't think I have your number, Emma. You know what? Here's mine. Yay! I didn't know I could talk to other people because I certainly don't want to talk to Kate. We're going to forge a new friendship. We're going to commiserate over how disgusting the men are in our lives. All right, so the next thing I have isn't for 5 days. So that's good. So I'll just continue working. Christoph, one of my team members, interrupts everyone. As you may know, Ryan is leaving the company by the end of the day. I propose we create a quick money pot for his departure. I'm gonna give a little. I don't know that dude. I'm broke. Surprise! We have a little gift for you to celebrate your team with us. A nice balloon and official sharing of your favorite team. Yeah, it was full of emotion. He was touched. Nice. All right. You know what? Let's have a nice, restful night. You know? We're gonna go do some weight training. That's fine. Let's go and get some more energy drinks. I only have $20 damn. Whoa. Let's not do anything other than this. Let's look at the recipe. Calories are almost there. Sugar is still bad and additives. They do like the packaging. Yeah, all right. We need to get the sugar down. We need to get the sugar down, man. Remove. Ah, good. Sugar's great. Now we need more fiber, because more fiber is always good. Fibers. Let's just add a little bit of fiber, you know? Thank you for your nutritional suggestion. However, I must remind you that your service does not have priority on these requests, and I noticed that you've already made several modifications. Although, okay, I'm sorry. Damn it! I forgot. I didn't know that, like, I couldn't do more than one at a time. Actually, it's only 6 o'clock. Let's just work. Okay. 9 o'clock. Gotta go to bed. Not dealing with anything. Oh, God, what do you want? Hello, darling, it's Kate. Aha, oh, am I interrupting at this hour? No, don't worry. Because I was worried. Tell me, could you come and give me a hand? I'm leaving a party there. Oh, God. Fine. You're the best. I'll wait for you at the meeting point. That's another reason why, like, as someone who doesn't drink or do drugs or anything, but can still go out and have a good time, hanging out with other people who do drink and stuff like that, it can be kind of 50-50, because my night has definitely been ruined quite a few times by somebody who got so drunk that I then had to, like, worry about stopping my night to take them home or to get them out of trouble or whatever. So it's a lot easier having friends that don't drink and do drugs and stuff like that than it is having friends who do. But anyway, Kate is enjoying her youth. No more buses this hour. I'm sorry I pulled you out of bed. You can be, oh, I didn't mean to hit that. You know, I'm a little angry, Kate. I'm angry and tired. Well, now I'm a little angry. Like, I don't want to say I'm totally angry because I don't want her to feel like she can't depend on me when she needs me. But I do want her to understand, like, fucking stop, you know? Finally admit that you're 30. What is that? It doesn't matter that she's 30, but you do need to be on your own like a big girl. Yes, Mom, I'll make sure of it. I'm serious. Grow the fuck up. I know, I should think about my future, find a job, an apartment, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have any youth. I've only been free since I met you, Emma. So give me a little more time, just a little. Put up with me for like 2 months and I promise you I'll grow into an adult. I trust you, Kate. But I will kick your ass to the curb. You're the best. Come closer. You deserve a kiss. I don't want that. I don't want you touching me with your mouth. Two friends make their way back together. Katie's been living under the same roof as Emma for almost 3 years now. From memory, she has never known her friend any other way than this. Frivolous, living from day to day. 3 years is a long damn time though. Like, it's different if somebody is facing hardships. You know, as a friend and as a decent human being, you want to take care of their needs if you can afford to do that. You know, like with Peter Parker, with great power comes, you know, great responsibility. And that includes having the power of being like financially stable, having a roof over your head and food on the table. If that's something that you have and you have the power to share that and provide that for someone who does not have that, then that's something you should do. I believe it is your responsibility as a human being to help others and uplift others. But that's different from like somebody who's just being a deadbeat and just mooching off of you and it's just like, I'm gonna act like I'm 18 and I have no cares in the world. That's not somebody I would help. I would just straight up be like, listen, you can live here because not having a place to live really does impede everything else, but you need to get a damn job. And you need to start contributing around here. You need to start cleaning. You need to start cooking. You need to start doing something because I'm not your mama. When they arrive at their destination, the girls agree that they can't go to bed. Well, I can always go to bed. It's Wednesday. Jesus. All right, let's just work. No, I meant to. Oh. Okay, good. Hello, Emma. Just a little message to thank you again for last night. I'm very lucky to have you. Kisses. You are lucky to have me. Don't you freaking forget it. Additives. We really need to get rid of these additives, man. Let's add protein. More protein's good. Okay. Now I won't do anything again. I'm gonna just work. Work normally. Hey, Emma. Not too busy? I've known quieter times. I can imagine. Back to you about human resources. I think it's about time to go. You're right. Wow, Michael actually kept his word. Tomorrow. I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't have anything tomorrow. Let's do tomorrow. Okay, sure. That's very sweet of him. Let's talk to Iris. Let's see how she's doing. I can't because I have no. It's not letting me do anything. All right, fine. Let's go to sleep. We're gonna wake up bright and early to talk to you know who. Did you read the news in the papers? Oh, what's going on? There's a protest for gender equality tomorrow afternoon. I was thinking of going. Are you interested? That's Friday, right? I can go. Because it's tomorrow. Great. It'll be much more enjoyable. All right, fine. Oh, is it not time for human resources yet? How do I regain chat? Emma, you're killing yourself, honey. I worry a lot about your health, you know. Don't you have another fish to fry, Francis? Don't give me the pleasure of my presence for very long. I myself have matters to deal with. I don't doubt it. Good luck. He stretches out and returns to his desk. All right, to the meeting. The long-awaited meeting with the Director of Human Resources has finally arrived, and Emma's about to share the uneasiness she feels here in Crater. Please sit down. Michael warned me about recent incidents. I suggest that we talk about it together and find adequate solutions. Thank you for receiving us. I am accompanying Emma to bring my own testimony and to support her words. I love you, Michael. Let's get married. It's time for Emma to unpack her bag. She won't have the opportunity to share everything she has in mind, so she needs to focus on what hurts her the most. What topic? All right. About Lionel. And in particular, he calls me by humiliating surnames. Humiliating surnames? You know, Emma, I've known Mr. Doe for years now, and I'm sure this is a proof of affection on his part. He considers you to be a trusted collaborator. I insist. That's typically the kind of response you don't want to hear in this kind of situation. All right, listen. What you're insinuating is very serious. I don't think it's in your interest to go any further for a few affectionate nicknames. Affectionate? In our interest? It's revolting. Michael adds nothing more. He crosses his arms and displays an evocative grimace. Emma understands that she can't expect any support from human resources on this subject and imitates Michael. I don't know if I want to talk about Francis, but he doesn't do anything all day. That's something I honestly wouldn't go to somebody about, but I would say, I don't know, she already seems to not give a shit about this. That's something new. Tell me about it. I'm thinking of a particular colleague. Do not add anything. All right. All right, let's try this. He doesn't do anything. I'm just curious to see what she says. I'm surprised to hear that. His department's doing very well, and Francis must have had something to do with it. Of course, everyone can take 1 or 2 breaks a day. It's normal. I'm sure you do the same too. So is this what's gonna happen? This is just showing that oftentimes people tell you, hey, it's fine. If somebody's just bothering you at work or whatever, just go to HR. And honestly, a lot of times they're just as ineffectual or ineffective as if you'd done nothing because they just protect their own. Thank you for your time. I'm done. After hypocritically thanking her, we leave. Well, I don't think all this deserves to be talked about any longer. It was disappointing, lame, and revolting. I'm sorry I made you take this appointment. I wasted your time. I don't blame you. The 2 colleagues leave each other over this disappointment. Emma was expecting something from this meeting, but she'll have to move forward without internal help. I mean, for as much as Michael helps me, why do I not have his number? Fine. Wait, what? All right, I'll be there. Oh, I'm sorry, what just happened? You know, let's sleep, because I'm going with Sozenfaisen to that thing tomorrow. Oh, that's it. Okay, thanks for playing. The demo version of Best Day Ever ends here, but don't worry. Discover the rest of Emma's story and help Jordan, Jenny, and Paul overcome their difficulties in the full game. Many connections between these characters will be revealed according to your choices, offering a multitude of different endings. I really like that. Okay, back to Chirp. This is really cool. So, all right, that was Best Day Ever. Demo was a little bit long, but that's also just because I'm tired and I feel like everything is long these days if it's more than 30 minutes. But this is good. This is interesting. I like management games, but what I don't like about them is when they just start to feel really repetitive because you're not seeing anything that's dynamic, like any changes that are really happening based on the choices you're making. So the fact that they added that choice component and this narrative component where you can, develop relationships, and you can choose kind of what to do with your day that actually has an impact on the endings and the dialogue and stuff like that. I think that keeps it from being really grindy feeling, I guess you could say. So I'm really into this. So if you're really into this, go ahead and wishlist it on Steam. Let the developers know that you think it's cool, because I think it's cool. So good job and good luck with the full release.